FlossTube. Janelle here with coffee, wine, and stitching time. Today is Monday, June 2nd. I think I said I was going to be here like the 31st or the 1st or something like that. Pretty darn close this time. I was going back a little bit. I'm not sure if I was off on my numbers on the previous FlossTubes or not, but trying to catch up. And no, the last two that I've recorded at this point in time as of today have not been posted yet either. So we're going to have a great big editing and posting party this week. So just trying to catch up on that. But this is FlossTube number 82, I think. We'll find out when it gets up there. This is a FlossTube channel about cross stitch and some knitting and maybe a little sewing in there. You know, different things. So I just made a note. Yeah. So I didn't think I was going to have very much this time, but I've been to, I think, one lock-in, Teresa Kogut retreat down at Welcome Stitchery. I've done a bunch of knitting and different things, so I actually have a finish on one of my sweaters. But yeah, so, you know, let's just hop right into it. All right. I'm saying a lot, aren't I? Oh well. It's part of life. It's part of my vocabulary. Let's start with the Teresa Kogut retreat. Some of the progress that I've made on that. That was super, 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 super fun. There were 6 at a table. There were about 150 people there. Teresa Kogut and Chantel's 141 were both there. Ooh, I just realized I never used my free shipping code. Dang it. Oh well. So Chantel's 141, she didn't bring all of her inventory and everything like that. But she gave us a free shipping code to use, so oh well. And then Teresa Kogut, she had a bunch of stuff there. So this is my haul and retreat stuff. So, all right, let's look at what we did for some stitching. I shared an Airbnb with my friend Debbie and also Amber, and oh, I found some things that need to go over there. And at the Airbnb, I worked on one particular project, the project that I'm making for Jenny, the quilt junkie. I'm still working on it. I know, Jenny, it's coming, I promise. So I can't show you that yet, but it is getting really close. It's getting super close. I have, here's a hint. I have the hair of the Dowager left to do. And I think that's all for the Dowager. And then I just have all the fill. And then there's a couple more little pieces I'm adding to it. But then I can FFO it and get that rolling. But it's getting there, Jenny. It's so much closer than it was before. So I can't show you that, but I did do a lot of stitching on that. And it is turning out so cool. You guys, I'm amazed with myself of what I did. I had a start. I was doing the Welcome Stitchery Floss Challenge. Or I should say I am doing the Welcome Stitchery Floss Challenge. It started in January. And these have to be done and sent to them by the end of June. So what this is, the 2025 Floss Challenge, they give you flosses from each person at the shop picks out a floss, and you can add white and black. That's it. Otherwise, these are the colors you have to use. And it's kind of cool because you they pick all different brands. So we have Classic Colorworks, we have Weeks, we have Gentle Art. We also have, what's this one? Is this a Cosmo? So these are the colors of the Floss Challenge. This is a blue. And I'm adding in white. So what I'm doing, and you can pick anything you want to do. What I started was Wildflowers, Hello from Liz Matthews. And I'm doing it on Fiber on a Whim, 16 count Night Sky. And this is where I'm at. I was thinking I had a better start than that, but I guess not. So I started I have some of the, I did a middle start here with this leaf. So if I'm gonna get this done, well, that's it, that's part of plans, but this is supposed to be done by June 30th and emailed. And it doesn't have to be completely FFO'd. You can either FFO it and then you can be entered twice. You have to finish the stitch and then you get entered for a drawing, and if you FFO it, you get entered for another drawing. So if I wanted to be entered for both drawings, I'd have to FFO it, but I don't know. We'll see where that takes us. So that was my start of Wildflowers. And I'm gonna keep that handy because that's part of the plan pile. I brought along my Bent Creek, but I did not do anything on that. So I really went to town on my project for Jenny, which really I should. Funky Bird Ditty Pouch. So I didn't do anything with that, but so that's gonna go back in the on hold pile because there's no stitching gonna happen on that. I did do I had to start a Teresa Kogut when I was there. So my friend Debbie and I, we both started Hello Halloween, the Halloween sampler, this big one, a long time ago. And I was doing it on, it was either 28 or 32 count, and I just was not feeling it. So this is Kenneth, and I think it's Grace Notes Fabrics if I'm correct, but I know it's Kenneth is the color name. And I restarted it, and I'm on an 18 count here, and you can see that I did, I did the top border. I wanted to get that top line done so I could see how long it was. So this is a 8 by 14 frame is what I made. So that's what we have there. So like I said, and honestly, for retreat stitching, what I got done was pretty darn amazing, I should say. I hope there's not a needle around there somewhere. Oh well. All right, so that is going to go, excuse my reach, back in the pile over there for now. Because it's the middle, it's not the middle of June, it's the 2nd of June, right? Yeah, it's the 2nd of June. And I have strict plans this month. So that's what I have for cross stitch. I only cross stitched that weekend. I did not do any additional cross stitch, but I did do quite a bit of knitting. So let me start off with the big reveal, the slice sweater. I finished my slice sweater. I blocked it. I tried it on. Here's a picture of me trying it on. I finished it on May 26th. And then I tried it on before I blocked it. But here it is. It's done. Isn't it absolutely amazing? I'm pretty impressed with what I did here. I love the sweater. So you can see it has these lines, and then it has the ribbing on the bottom. So I absolutely love this sweater. So my slice sweater is officially complete. Oh, that is such a good feeling. I'll be back. All right, I'm back. I don't know for how long, but let's keep going. Okay, so the next thing I've been working on, I started a knit along for Caitlin Hunter things. So the yarn shop is doing a little knit along thing, and it started the 22nd of May, and it goes through July something. So it's like every few weeks or something like that is what we're doing. And I had the Easy V by Caitlin Hunter already started. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to join this. This is going to be a great push to finish this sweater as well. So this is what I've got there. And I've been past the color work since the end of January, and I've been kind of like working on it a little bit here or there, trying to get the body done because I need to split for the sleeves and keep working on the body. So what I had to do is I had to get to a certain point. I did a little short row shaping. Let's see. Okay. And it's hard to see right now because I have it bunched back up again. But so I actually blocked it here. So you can see it's not so like completely like this, like it's always been. But I blocked it. This is the V-neck here. It's hard to see, but once I block it and everything, it'll stay like a V-neck. So this is what goes up into the shoulders here. So I blocked it so I could try it on, and I tried it on, and here's a picture of it as I was blocking it so you can see what it looks like. I'm gonna add about, I think I've added maybe one more row right now. I think I'm gonna add like 8-9 more rows to this before I stop for the sleeves, because like see how this sleeve here has a little room. What's gonna happen is I need to split for the sleeves, and it was like right at the pit. So I need to add about that much there, and that's about 10 extra rows. So we're going to give that a shot before we actually split for the sleeves. So my Easy V is underway. All right, let's see, what else did I do? On a whim, my friend Heather was working on, she's posted something, I guess Memorial Weekend, there was a Andrea Mowry knit along that started, and it was a brioche hat. And I saw this last week, my friend, last Monday actually, or Tuesday, I saw Heather started it, and I'm like, oh, that's really cool. And I'm like, you know what? I don't have anything small that I'm knitting on right now. Everything is like sweaters or bigger shawls and really dark yarn. So I thought I'm going to try something else, and I'm gonna knit it. And all of a sudden we had a whim. We all got together that night at the local brewery for a sip and stitch excuse me, sip and stitch night in Elk River. So and I'm like, okay, well, this hat that I started is brioche, and I have not done brioche for a long time. So here's a picture of it, and for the life of me, I don't remember the name of it right now, but I'll put it in the comments here, or on the screen. But I do have the start of the hat. So what brioche is brioche is a reversible knitting. So I'm using these two colors, and this, I'm starting at the brim, so you can see that one side it has the purple poking out and the silver and the gray behind, and then on the other side it has the gray on the outside and the purple behind. So it's going to be a reversible brimmed hat. And after about 5 or 6 attempts of starting this, and impromptu stop at the yarn shop Yarnology in Winona with needles that work, because I have long tips and then they interchangeable to make a 16-inch or whatever, but it really was more like a 20 or 24-inch because of the long tips. So I had to get a new set of needles because it was just stretching it way too much. So yes, so after a bunch of attempts and correct needles, I actually have the start of a hat, and I'm actually understanding what I'm supposed to do. So I'm pretty pumped for that. So we're going to, so that will be my, if I need to bring a small project somewhere right now. The other thing that I did is on Mondays, I've taken off a bunch of Mondays here in June because I have to use up some vacation time. And on Mondays, I was gonna do this back in March, and I never got to do it with everything happening with Mom. So it's called Knitting Grandmas, and they're a group in Maple Grove that meets at the Maple Grove Community Center. And they make baby hats, and all the yarn is donated to the hospital. It's Karen's Simply Soft yarn that they use, and they actually give you the yarn to make the hats. So it was like the very first Monday in March I went, and I signed up to be part of the group and joined and all that and got some yarn. Well, I haven't been able to be back since. So I was thinking I was going to do that today, but I ended up not going today because I want to actually have a finished hat before I went. Well, they meet at 12:30, whatever, and my hat was only halfway done, so I'm like, I gotta finish this hat before I go. And it was like 11:45, so I only had 45 minutes to get ready, leave, and get there, which wouldn't have been enough time for me to do that. So I finished the hat, and I'm going to go next week, and this is my first baby hat that I did. This is just a little marker so I don't lose it, but I finished my first little baby hat. And they also have people that make like flowers, so I just need to I'm going to attach this flower to it. So I'll have one complete hat. I do want to, there's a lot of yarn left on here. And I also got some blue. So what I want to do is I want to make another one, but I think what I'm going to do for this one is I'm going to do the brim in blue. Because I think that'll go really well. And then I also have another flower here, so it's like I could put this flower on it too if I wanted. But I think I'm gonna do this bright one. Oh no, both of them look good. But yeah, so I can at least I'm gonna try to get at least one more hat done before next Monday to go. So, and this is crocheting, so it goes pretty quick. All right, that is my progress. That's what I worked on. Now let's transition over to things I got. So when we go down to Welcome Stitchery, there is, and this is in no apparent order, it's just randomly what I can grab first. And this bag looks like it's going to be the best thing to grab first. So I got to the Welcome Stitchery for the Teresa Kogut retreat, and I went to the after I glanced around a little bit there, I went back to the yarn shop and I got some cool finds from Black Sheep Studio, Becky's yarn shop. I got these. This is Raven DK. It is Corvid Fiber Company. And this really is that bright orange. And I'm like, you know, you need blaze orange for hats when you're hunting, and this is actually pretty blaze orange. So I got a couple of them, so if I need to make any hats, it's not just your straightforward bright orange. It has a little something to it. So I got that. I got this to make a cowl for my daughter-in-law, and I got some sparkle to add to it. And then she can't have one and not me, so I got this one to make one for me. So it's a purpley lavender on the outside, and it goes into a gray black. And then there's also a we found a pattern for crochet. This is cotton yarn. This is Cumulus Rainbow by Juniper Farms. And we found a t-shirt pattern, and so I got 3 of these to make a fun t-shirt out of them. Let's see, what else is in my fun bag? I got some stickers and I got some stitch mark. I didn't know she threw stitch markers in there. That was so cool. So I got some fun little stitch markers in that. And then I got some magnets, and she has some fun snarky little things. I'm just making sure that's everything I got. This one says, I said to myself, I need to do something besides knit today. And then I laughed and laughed and laughed. And that little laugh was my husband, because I didn't pause it this time. And this one has some swearing into it or whatever, but you know, so there you go. A wise woman once said, fuck the shit, and she lived happily ever after. So there you go. Some fun little magnets. So that is what I got from the yarn shop. From the retreat. Let's start pulling into that. So this our patterns and stuff came in this little bag. Now I'm just gonna pull some stuff out of here because I didn't pre-organize this at all. Let's see. I got stuff from people. I got the projects in here. I got some haul because they had 5 different fabric vendors that had trunk shows there. Plus they had a lot from their own store, and then they also had I Got You Designs was there, and the Michelle's Quilt Shop was there too. And we got to see the new line of the Teresa Kogut fabric. So that was pretty cool. All right, let's see here. What I'm trying to find first is the actual project. And the swag bag. I'm almost there. Okay, I think I have what we got from the project in the swag bag now. Okay. There's one other piece. Where is that? Maybe it's inside. Okay, so this was our swag bag. And in the swag bag, we had this little thing. It says cross stitch project details. I want to see what this is. Oh, is this? Oh, they're little progress cards. This I think I got from somebody. Yeah, I think I got this from somebody as a gift. That's cool. All right, we got some needles. We got size 28, pony needle, peacemaker needle, and Edmar needles. So that was cool. So if we wanted to start that. And then we got a project card. This is the project card that Welcome Stitchery gives out when you purchase things. And then this is just it's a W, it's the pattern. So we could stitch that onto our bag if we wanted. Let's see. We also got a thread bed with the Teresa Kogut fabric. I got the Santa here. And these were made by Dee. Dee is one of the ladies that is part of the Stitch in Blue Earth group. And then I also have a fat quarter of fabric from and this is from the new line. So this is some of her new fabric. Isn't that cute? She's got some really cute witch hats and different things. So one of them, they're not hats, boots, which is boots, and you can make them like stockings. There's a kit. So that was what came in our swag bag. And we had a brochure of some different things around for us. Let's see. The project itself, you may have seen this already, but we got this little project bag with it. Isn't that cute? And we got 3 patterns. I think it's 3. Yes, 3 patterns. So the first one is the full thing, and it's Creator's Praise. It's the house and everything and words and I'll read off what it says. It says, "From all that dwells below the skies, let the Creator's praise arise. Let the Redeemer's name be sung through every land by every tongue." So it's really cute, and it has the year up there. It has 2024, but she's got the chart in there so you can change it to 2025, and the flowers on the side of the house. So really cute. And then the other 2 patterns splits this up. Basically it has the house on one, and then it has the border down below, kind of like some sort of that border on the side, or flowers. And these are the 2 that I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do, this one's the Creator's Garden drum. So it has those flowers around the drum, and then this is the house. So it's not the exact same, but it breaks it up so you can do smaller things. And we got the wood piece from Chantel's 141 for this. Isn't that cool? I'm excited for that. Very excited. And then we also got some cards. So some nice cards from her. We got all the flosses. We got a sticker, a business card. And then we all got a piece of 40 count for it, and I can't do 40 count, so I did find a piece of 18 count moonstone fiber on a whim. And a gal from Wendy from Pennsylvania. Was it Wendy? Oh my gosh. No, it wasn't Wendy. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I know I have her name somewhere. I have it written down somewhere. I just don't know where right now. We were both looking for something comparable to stitch it on for 18 count, and she found this moonstone 18 count fiber on a whim. And there were 3 of us that actually split it up, and we got the 1 fat quarter so we can split it up, so I'll have enough to do the drum and the house on this. So that's pretty cool. So I am all set for those. Oh my gosh, that's gonna kill me now until I can find her name. Oh, I'm so sorry. She was super sweet. We're 18, and she found this one piece, and she's like, okay, if you don't use this, you know, let me know. And I said, if you don't use that, let me know. And when all in the end, we were all able to find what we needed, so we have what we need for the project to start. So that's pretty fun. Then I got these from my friend Debbie. She brought these fully caffeinated socks. Aren't they cute? And there's coffee beans, and they're cute. Thank you, Debbie. I got a bunch of floss cards from people. So I got to see some of the East Coast, and actually Tammy, I think, is from Florida. Tammy was there. And then this one's Teresa Garden Goose Stitcher. She was there. And then this one is Andrea. This is Tammy's sister. I love what they did here. And this is Kathy from Two Needles Pulling Thread. And then I know I've got Missy's in here somewhere too. Oh, here's Missy's. Missy's from Two Needles Pulling Thread. So that was really fun. I was glad I got the whole set. And then I got this is Karen and Colleen. There you go. That's, and they're from Hershey, Pennsylvania, and she gave me some chocolates. And so it was kind of funny because they're like, yeah, we were talking, somebody said, well, what about a Philly cheesesteak? And they're like, that might be kind of messy to bring on the plane. So I knew I had her stuff somewhere. So Karen and Colleen, it was very fun. She's so sweet. Let's see, what else? Let's do some more of that. So I got these. I'm not sure where they came from, but they're project cards. They're cute. They're really cute. I love them. I want to find out where they actually came from. Let's see. I got a bag of things here. I got some chai tea, and we got some it's a berry, not lingonberry, not huckleberry taffy. This is from Lisa, and she is from Montana. I believe Montana. And she drove all the way herself, so that was really fun. And we also had Nicole. She was from our table, and she was from South Dakota. We had Susie and Shannon. Shannon is the soda stitcher. She was from, they're from just north of, actually, I think it's just west of me a little bit. Oh, I got some charms. I got a 2025 charm, a yarn charm, and a scissor charm. Cute. And then a homestitch home sticker. Super cute. We got a corner card from I Got You Designs. Floss, paper, scissors. This is Catherine and Julie. They're really fun. And Catherine makes all kinds of things. And then this is, this was from, I believe this was from Susie. Yes, this is from Susie. She and Shannon came together. Oh, and then we also had Debbie, my friend Debbie, and then Amber, she's from Rochester. So we were all at the same table. It was a very good table, very fun people. This is a little needle, a little pin, counting pin, and some strawberry candy and a lens wipe in there. So super sweet. All right, let's see. Do I have any more? I think that might be all of the stuff. Oh no, I got this. I got some wool from my husband asked me earlier, he's like, oh, so does that mean I'm famous? I'm on there now? And I'm like, well, if you come on camera once in a while, maybe you'd be famous. But no, he just likes to sit there and stare at me and giggle as I talk to the camera here.
We're for women.
All right, he's out of our hair now. We're good. I got this from Rose, and she's another person that we see a lot of the Blue Earth, the Welcome Stitchery, Welcome Weekends and Retreats. So that was really nice. And then, oh, I knew I had another piece. Chantel's 141 gave us this little piece also for finishing a project. I think the rest of this is all haul. All right. So, okay, let's see what we got here. I did a little bit of shopping when I first got there. And I got some needle. So what prompted this was I needed to get some needles just in case, because I didn't think I had brought very many needles. So I got some John James needles, and then I got some Peacemaker needles and some bone, because I don't know what needles I like best. I found this really cute American U Primrose Cottage needle minder. And then I was looking around and they had some floss there, and I was like, ooh, what is that? And this is, why can't I see the name of it now? It's cotton. But I can't remember what it's called. And yes, these glasses are starting to become a requirement. Valdani, that's it. That's some small print. So I got some fun Valdani threads. I got this, here's a darker blue, more of a little lighter blue, and then like a steel blue gray. This one's a purpley tone. We got some maroon tone, little green, little brown rust orange, and then a pink light mauve kind of color. So I got those to play with. And I will be right back. I have to go put dinner in the oven. All right, back. Heard the preheat thing go off, and I was like, oh, I gotta go do that. Okay, so these are the things that I got from Welcome Stitchery. These are things that I may have pre-ordered or purchased while we were there. And actually, this, I keep pulling this out. This actually belongs in this. I got the Be Humble, and this is by Erin Elizabeth. This was my, I went for some bee things here. I got the honeybee quilt from Primrose Cottage. I got the August 9 patch from Primrose Cottage. And then I thought all of this would look really good on this. I got a 32 count Lugana Pale Lavender. And I got a half yard because this is really, really pretty. And this is Zweigards. So let me find something with white so you can see the color a little bit better. Just there. All right, and then this was a whim. I don't think I have this already. I've been thinking about getting it, but it's Within a Dream, the Artsy Housewife. I decided I'm gonna get it because I've been thinking about it for quite some time. And then this is some more stuff that I got. I got this needle minder from I Got You Designs. Floss, paper, scissors. I got these point protectors slash stitch markers. Use them for knitting and scissors. And Catherine wasn't sure why people would buy them singly, because she sells them on, like, she puts things together like pens and keychains and that with them. But I showed her with one of my scissors what you do, so how to protect those points. This I thought was really cute. This was Halloween spells. There's a few different ones, but I've got these two. This one is Halloween Spells 2, and it comes with the buttons. And then this one is Pumpkin Parade, and here's all the buttons for that one. I didn't get the candy one, so. And then I got the floss that goes with this one. And this is wait, maybe it's not the right one. Yeah, Erin Elizabeth Be Humble. And this is Dinky Dyes, hand-dyed silks. And then when I was there, I knew that they had a lot of the Mirabilia fairies. And so I just got the ones that I'm pretty sure I don't have. I got New Year's Fairy, Christmas Elf Fairy, Halloween Fairy. I know I have Trick or Treat Fairy, and then Easter Fairy. So I'll kit up those when I'm ready to start my fairy phase. And then, so that's what I got from Welcome Stitchery. There might be a few more things in here, but oh yes, there is. This was from the Teresa Kogut booth and from Welcome Stitchery. This was from, so this is when we were at the retreat. So I got this cute frog needle minder, Rip It. And then I got the owl scissors from Teresa Kogut. Oops, that's the back of the, no, there it is. They fell out of their case and poked me in my leg. I got Hello Autumn book. There's some really cute things in here. My favorites are Harvest Ted and Harvest Tina, and Folksy Thomas. Those are my favorites in the book, so I'm getting those. And then I also got My Heart is Fed, and I decided to kit that project up as well. They had Bestitch Me there. That was one of the that was one of the fabric trunk shows, but Bestitch Me also had floss. So what I did is I went over and picked out all of the flosses. Oh, I got first my fabric. I got oat milk from Millennial Fabrics, and I got this in an 18 count. I think, yep, 18 count Aida. And then I went over and picked out some Bestitch Me silks. I based it all on, there we go. I based it all on looking at the colors of the pattern. So I did change a couple of things up, but I'm pretty happy with this. So I have another Teresa Kogut fully kitted, ready to go project. So that is what I got from the retreat. That is everything for there. But wait, there's more. remember I said something about an impromptu yarn shop trip to get some needles I was on my way to a grad party and I wanted to be able to knit this just in case I was off and just chilling in that while my mom was at the talking with people. So I thought, all right, let's stop and make sure I get needles. So I got the needles that fit, and we saw that on the brioche already. But you know, you can't go to a yarn shop without looking around. And I've been to Yarnology, and I know they've got some good things. So what I did is I saw these. This was Lucky Tweed, and I think I'm going to make a stocking hat, like a elf kind of a hat, for my grandson. And I think if I have enough yarn, I'm gonna do one for my daughter-in-law and my son as well. So, and then I saw this. I thought this was really pretty. This is from Feederbrook Farm, and this is called Jewel. And then this one is called, this is DK Walnut. I thought those two looked really good together. So I don't know. I don't have plans for that. That was just a spur of the moment. But this was, it's a Delicue backpack. And it has all these pockets. Look at all these pockets. There's a pocket there, there's a pocket there, there's one on this side, there's one in the back. There's all kinds of pockets inside. There's like places to put things, needles, scissors. Oh my gosh. This is awesome. So that was my total spur of the moment, because I saw it hanging there and I'm like, are those Delicue backpacks? Are those new? And or I hadn't seen them before, and I'm like, oh, let's get that. All right, this is my cottage garden thread, because I'm getting the tier 3. I think it's monthly. I'm pretty sure it's monthly. Tier 3 thread subscription. So what do we have this month? Ooh, we got a bonus. It's a pattern for Genius Works cushion. Oh, how fun is that? That's cool. All right, here we are. We have Lila, that's pretty. Anastasia. Birch Bark. Yankee. It's a cool gray. Ooh, this one's really neat. Prickly Pear. That one, that is so cool. That one I might have to figure out if I can get some more of that one. That would be amazing on an ink circle or monochromatic pattern. We have Phineas. We have Scandalous. Look at that purple. We have Blue Cypress. Silver Eye. That's really neat. La Cerise. I think that's how you say it. We have Terracotta. That's really pretty. Ooh, Mistletoe. That's another one that's really neat. And Austin. I'm excited for that. Okay, next we have, this is the Sip and Stitch box from Primrose Cottage. So if you haven't gotten yours yet and it's still coming, and look, these are the scissors that Jenny gave me, or not a little knife, and it works extremely well. It is sharp and it is perfect for cutting all of these things, because the blade is not, it's not like long, so I'm not gonna get into the package too far. and it cuts everything so great. And I don't have to struggle and break pens anymore. All right, this is the Sip and Stitch box from Primrose Cottage Stitches. I haven't even opened it yet, so here we are. Okay, so we knew it was going to be patriotic. So here are our colors. Well, I was pretty sure it was going to be patriotic. Oh, we've got some star floss drops, red, white, and blue stars. We have some finishing fabrics. So there's white rickrack, a little dark red, brick red, looks like wool. We've got the blue and white, and then there's another brick red there, and then some stars. All right, we got some bag tags or scissor fobs, USA, and a flag. Those are cool. And here are our patterns we got. Oh, cute. My Home's America, my home sweet home. Cute, cute, cute. God bless America. Look at that flag on the bottom. Ooh, we got some recipe cards for Grandma. So got some recipe cards. Grandma Moore's ice cream desserts, Grandpa Winnie's baked beans, macaroni salad, and cookie salad. Cool. We have a sheet of stickers, and we have a bonus chart, estimated 1776 USA. Cool. Just looking at the list to make sure I got everything. Oh, that's the stitch part. We got to look at the sip part. Here's the sip part. Okay, it's a big one. It is a 30-ounce stainless steel mug. I've been wanting some sort of a stainless steel, but I've been using these lately to drink out of. But I've been wanting something like this. Let's see. Oh, this is cool. I like this one a lot. I don't have a Stanley. I don't have anything like that. I don't have a Yeti. I don't have any of those things. This one is, oh my gosh, this is cool. Stars, stripes, and stitching. This is really fun. And it's this pretty steel pale blue color. And it has the straw and all that stuff for the inside there. Oh, I'm definitely going to use that. Cool. I thought I had missed it, and all of a sudden I saw somebody post a question on the group that said, how many subscription boxes did they have? And this was like, I think they like released it on like, I don't know, the 25th or something or other. And this was like 3 days later or something. And I was like, oh shoot, I missed it. I forgot about it. And then I saw somebody else post and said, I think they still have some left. And I was able to snag one. So I still got it. It's very happy about that. These I got from my friend Denise. These are pretty cool. What these are is, so the point protectors, these guys, these are like silicone beads. There's a hole on either side of them. And one of the yarn shops that we went to was selling, I think I might have showed you one before, was selling them as point protector holders. So they're little keychains. This is what Catherine from I Got You Design uses to make some of her keychains, things like this. So what you can do is you can take these with other things and bead them on. Well, some of our friends have animals that like to steal the point protectors when we have them off of our knitting needles. So this is a good way to keep them together. So she got a bunch of them from Temu or something like that. So I picked out 3 of them. And so if I need to carry some point protectors around, I don't have to just have them flipping and flopping everywhere. So I can use those to hang up, keep them together. I was at a lock-in one day and I saw somebody had this yarn caddy thing. So this is called Yarn to Go. It's from Twice Sheared Sheep. And what this is it's a little yarn caddy where you can use it and you can put it on a table, or you can, so it's this, it comes like this, or you can have a wristlet and carry your yarn around with you. You want to put your yarn on a cake, so you want to wind it up so it's around. Here, I actually have one right. Hang on, let me grab it. Oh, you can do it this way. So you want to wind it so it's a cake like this. And what you can do is so this is the base. So this has a spinny thingy and it's magnetic. So you can put it like this. First you got this little handle thing. You put it through and then you like shove this into your cake to hold your yarn. And then you put that on your base so that when you're sitting at the table, there you go. When you're sitting at the table and you're using your yarn, it will spin for you so you don't get all kinds of tangles and stuff like that. And then you can take this and you can hook it on there and you can carry it with you if you want to. You can take it off with a heavy magnet and just carry this part with you and travel with your yarn. So yeah, I really like that one, so I ordered them when they had them back in stock. All right, the last thing I have here is a box from the Black Needle Society. This box, I forgot I had one coming. I wasn't even expecting it. And when I got it, I was like, oh, cool. So this is the box from Black Needle Society, and I got this maybe a couple weeks ago. And it's stitching together. And oh, they have some small print this time. Okay, so let's see. We have a sticker. Friends who stitch together stick together. And this is from Kister Kronk. And you can put it, you can put it on one of those Stanley things. I got some seasoning mix, Wildwood garlic and onion dip and cheese ball mix. I had opened this already and looked at it, and everything in here is very cool. We got some flosses from Fiberlicious Yummy Fibers, and this is cotton floss. And we have Willow Haven, Hearth and Thread, and Kindred Stitches. Isn't that pretty? So that is our thread set, and it's called the Stitcherhood thread set. We got this little book. It says, any day spent with you is my favorite day. And what this is, it's the retreat book. So it has things, make sure you don't forget them. And then there's probably, I want to say 5 or maybe 10 places for 10 retreats. You can have your dates, who it's hosted by, table mates, the theme, what you worked on, what you saw other people work on, your swag and exchange items, table gifts, small project exchange, and memorable moments. So you have a 2-page spread for each retreat. And then the back half of the book is contact information. So that's really, and then there's stuff to grid and plan out some things. So this is really cool. I like this. The only thing I'm not sure about is it's that slippery, plasticky feeling paper, and some pens tend to smear on this, so that's the only thing I don't like about it. Otherwise, I think it's cool. Very cool. All right, let's see. What do we have here? That was what the floss was in. Oh yeah, we got a purse keeper. So it's one of those where you have this, whatever, you can hang your bag from the table. So that's fun. We have a, what's this thing called? Ohana accessory tray. It says Ohana means family. It has a little symbol on the back as well. Nice little leather stitching tray. And then we got a fabric stitching mat. So this is the stitching mat, and it has, this is the design on it. It has little hanging things. There's a magnet in here somewhere, right here. There's little pockets there. These have, there's a big pocket there, and then this is like for threads and orts. And this is the Woodlands Stitchers Retreat Stitching Mat. Artwork by Heather Gretton. So, yeah, kind of fun. And then it has some ties where you could tie it together as well. This is the pattern. It came from Tiny Modernist, and it says changed for good. It says, because I knew you, I was changed for good. So that's cute. Let's see, did I get everything? I did. That was everything. And then in here, I did win. Just make sure there's nothing else in there. I won a prize at the Downton Abbey retreat. And I got the Lady Dot Creates. It's a little pin cushion. So, all right, that is everything I have. That's everything now, except now I have a big mess. So plans. Let's get out the calendar because I actually wrote down some plans. So my plans for this month are, number 1, Jenny's Downton Abbey project. That will be done and finished very soon. Then the Welcome Stitchery Floss Challenge. That's going to be my second goal. And those are my focuses for stitching. And I have a few days off in June, so hopefully I'll be able to get all of that done. And then I also have a plan, and I think I said it last month too, that I have a ton of things. I started doing FFOs in February or whatever, or I don't remember now, January, February. And everything just went haywire with Mom. So I need to get back to that because I need to get in my sewing room so that I can finish and work on, so I could FFO Jenny's Downton Abbey project. So I need to actually work on all of the FFOs. I have like probably 15 to 20 things up there, and they're all scattered and sitting with their corresponding finishing material. So I need to get them together and finished. So who knows? Maybe July I might have a really good video with a bunch of finishes. I don't know. Let's see. I need to sew and assemble. This was my Sonora bag that I showed last time. I had this done. But I need to do the liner and the strap for it still. So that needs to be done as well. And then another hat for the Knitting Grandma group. At least one more, maybe two. My Easy V, I'm going to continue working on that. I don't have to finish it, but I'm going to keep working on it. And then my brioche hat is that purple and gray one that I started, so if I need to go somewhere. And then towards the end of the month, beginning of July, I really need to focus on getting all of my Frogwort stuff together, because Frogworts is happening at the virtual retreat in July. And then I need to start getting together for camp. It's Murder Mystery. It's the Black Needle Society retreat in Missouri, near Kansas City, Missouri. Maybe it might actually be in it this year. I don't know. But I need to start pulling things together for that, because that's a travel one. So there we are. That is what I have for my plans. Definitely more Waylon. Here's a picture of Waylon. I got to go hang out with Waylon Memorial Weekend. So that was super fun. I have a couple lock-ins coming up, so I'll be able to get some knitting done there. Hopefully, I'm hoping to have all of my stitching for the Downton Abbey piece for Jenny done this week, and then I can start. Then I won't feel so guilty for picking up my knitting. But there we are. With that, I think that is everything I have here. Except, like I said, a big mess. Now I cleaned it up to do this, and now I need to clean it up to put it away. So, all right, with that, I'm going to let you guys all go, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful night, and we will see you end of June, beginning July, sometime around there. Smile, sparkle, shine. Drink water too, not just coffee.